Hello student, today we are going to discuss about the exotic option. This is a part of module 4. In module 3 we discuss about the options, their valuation, then application in form of speculation, arbitrage and hedging. We also discuss the different strategies with the option like straddle, strangle, spread, bull spread. And lastly, we discuss about the valuation model, that is Black-Scholes model, binomial model, factor affecting option prices, and the Greek letters, that is sensitivity. Now we come to the module 4, where it is one of the topic is exotic option, and it is in a continuation of the option. So I'll first pick up the exotic option, and the other topic we discuss in the coming sessions. So let us start exotic option. Before that, from exam point of view, in exam generally it is asked in form of 1 or 2 mark question that explain what is a barrier option, Asian option, look back option. These are some of the types of exotic option, or sometimes it is asked in form of 4 to 7 marks question, like differentiate between the standard plain vanilla option and the exotic option. So let us start our discussion. So let me set the things. Okay. So now we can continue with this part. So what is exotic option? So exotic option is nothing but the non-standardized contract. Now we see that we are always having two products. One is a standard and another is non-standard. Like when we start with the derivative contract, so we first discuss about the future and forward. Same thing we also discuss the OTC and ETC, where OTC is a non-standard, ETC is a standard, future is a standard, forward is a non-standard. Similar way, up to now what we discuss about the call and put option, we discuss about the standard contract. Now we are coming to the exotic option. These are the options are non-standardized. Now why the non-standard contracts are required? Okay, so like in normal contract, we call it as a plain vanilla, that is a standardized option. So in plain vanilla or standardized option, we have to follow the standards. So in terms standards in terms of time, standard in terms of quantity, standard in terms of quantity, standard in terms of the rules and regulation, that is maturity and other things. But sometimes you're not able to either hedge properly. Sometimes you are not getting the product that you want. Sometimes your pricing are not matched with the standard pricing. Sometimes your times is not matched with the times you want to enter into. So these are some of the limitations generally feel by the real world, and that is why they come with the exotic option. And these options are traded on the over the counter. So in next slide we'll going to discuss about the difference between the plain vanilla and exotic option. But before that, let us discuss why exotic options are required. So number 1, that is exotic options are more profitable than plain vanilla option. It means why it is a profitable? Because it is a customized and tailor-made. So but obvious here later on we discuss the types of exotic option, and then you realize that how these exotic options are more profitable compared to the plain vanilla options. And but obviously you have to remember it offers a more profits. It means they are the costlier than plain vanilla option also. Second, they meet a genuine need, genuine hedging needs. So now as I discussed, like in plain vanilla, for example, rubber contract or turmeric contract, you have to follow the standard expiry date. But suppose you require the quantity before the maturity or after the maturity, but obviously you cannot hedge properly. So here it is as per your standard. So that is it means it meets genuine hedging need. Third is to avoid taxes, counting, or legal or regulatory reasons. Now this is between two parties. These are not exchangeably traded. So might be government is not aware about this, and the party who enter into a contract, they are not required to pay transaction taxes, and also they are not come into the legal restriction and rules and regulations. And the last one is investment bank can form their own strategy, so not to depend on option market. So again, suppose you are not having the product as per your requirements, so you are not required to worry. You can have your own product and you can enter into this contract. So let us start with the difference. That is, what is the difference between exotic versus plain vanilla? So the first, that is the part, that is this part is your exotic, and your right hand side is about the plain vanilla. So that is exotic option. The first point is customize. Customize means it is tailor made as per your requirement. You can change, modify the terms, condition, exercise price, strike price, time period, everything. But in a plain vanilla, that is, you have to follow the standard which is set by the exchange. Second one, exotic option are privately traded or over the counter traded, while plain vanilla are generally publicly traded and exchange traded contract. In exotic time option, we are having many types of products, so that we are going to study. Like, these are the products, that is packages, non-standard, American, forward start, chooser option, barrier option, look back option, shout option, Asian option, binary option, and there are many. This is not the final list, but okay, these are the lists that we are going to study. So third point, in exotic option you are having many types, while in a plain vanilla you are having a single type, that is either call and the pull. Exotic option, but obvious they are the customized, they offer more profit, so but obvious they are more expensive. But standardized, that is plain vanilla options are very cheaper comparatively. And the last point, that is in exotic option, no standard pricing formula are there. So it is totally depend on the two parties mutual agreement and their own financial engineering model. So there is no any standard pricing. While in a we studied Black and Scholes and binomial model. So in plain vanilla there is a standardized pricing model is there. So now let us start the discussion about the types and the products of this exotic option. So this is the total list that we are going to study and discuss one by one. So let us start with the first one, packages. So packages is all about the European option for different strategies. Now, so if you remember in option trading strategies, we studied the bull spread, bear spread with call and put options. So this is the example of the packages where you are having more than one or two options. Okay, like bull spread or butterfly spread. And generally the purpose of this package is to reduce the cost. So for example, here you can see that you can buy a put of 1850 of 20 rupees and you can sell call of 1950 at 20 rupees. Now you see that your intimation is to bearish sentiment. Your sentiment is a downward. You are buying put means you assume price will go down. You are selling call, your sentiment is a downward. In that, but you see that here the cost is 0 because you are buying at 20 and you are selling call at 1950. So here the main motive is to reduce your cost or try to have a 0 cost. So that is the packages. Come to the non-standard American option. Now we know that there are two types of option, American and European. So American option you can exercise anytime, and a European option you have to wait for the expiry. So now here non-standard American means it is a combination of your American and European options. So for example, early exercise may be restricted to certain dates. It is known as a Bermuda option. Now this can be a 1-mark question. So Bermuda option means you before expiry you can exercise, but with some restriction. For example, you see that the last point here, the bond issued for 10 years, face value 100, can be redeemed after 5 years at a strike price of 110, 115, 120, 125 respectively. Okay, so what does it mean? That is up to 10 years you have to expire on the contract is having 10 years of life. And after 5 years it becomes American. So before 5 years it is similar to your European option, means before 5 years you cannot redeem, but after 5 years you are having different strike prices. So suppose at 6th year you can redeem at 110, and 7th year you can redeem at 115, then 120, 125, like this. So this is become your American option. So here you find the both the characteristics, that for 5 years it is a European option and then it is converted into American options. So this is a non-standard American option. Then forward start option. Here your option or the rights will be start after some time. Like for example ESOP. So if employee apply for the stock which is offered by their employer and they get this share, so these shares are given with some conditions. For example, the employee will get dividend after 2 years only. Means your contract will start actually after 2 years. You are right now buying, but you will get the dividend after 2 years only. So your forward contract will start after some time. So that is called as a forward start options. Third one, next one, that is a compound option. Now see, here the compound option means we are talking on a option on option. Okay, so I'll discuss that is all 4 types. But for majorly, if you want to understand in detail, I provided the link in this PPT, so you can follow this link. In your book John C. Hall, they explain only the first one, that is a call on call. So I'll explain that, and again I'll try to explain all others. So what is a compound option? So it name says is compound means your option on option. So here we are having 4 possibility: call on call, call on put on call, and put on put. So let us understand the first one. So what is a call on call? Now you see that I'll directly explain with this example. So like for example, that is, if you own a call on company XYZ stock that expire on say July 31, you would have the right but not the obligation to exercise by July 31 an option to purchase an option to buy 100 shares of company XYZ by say December 31st at 1200 per share. So now you see that suppose you assume that the price of the share would go up in the 1 year, but you enter into a contract of call on call, means this is of the 6-month contract. Okay, now see, you have to, like suppose after 6 months, means on 31st July, suppose the price of the underlying asset is 800. It means your spot price is greater than your exercise price. Suppose the price comes to 900 on 31st July. So but obvious it is advisable to enter into this contract. So what you are doing is you pay the premium and confirm your call. It means now on 31st July, based on the SO, that is S1 after 6 months, if it is greater than X1, you exercise your right. Now definitely you enter into contract on 31st July for the 31st December. Means यहाँ पे आप लोग क्या करोगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आज का प्राइस जो भी है, आप लोगों ने एक कॉल बाय किया. अगर ये कॉल 800 का स्ट्राइक प्राइस का है, अगर प्रीमियम ऑन दैट इज स्पॉट प्राइस आफ्टर ऑन 31st जुलाई मीन्स आफ्टर 6 मंथ, अगर वो 800 रुपीज से ज्यादा हुई, बट ऑब्वियस आपके लिए फायदेमंद हुआ कि आप ये कॉल बाय करो. जैसे ही आप यहाँ पे प्रीमियम पे करके यू एंटर इनटू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, मीन्स दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज डिपेंड ऑन दिस वन. मीन्स जैसे ही आपने ये एक्सरसाइज किया, यू डायरेक्टली इन्वॉल्व इनटू दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. मीन्स नाउ यू हैव अ राइट टू परचेज द सेम शेयर एट 1200. सो आफ्टर नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ अगर आपका प्राइस 1200 के ऊपर गया, डेफिनेटली यू विल एक्सरसाइज एंड यू विल बी इन अ प्रॉफिट. सो दिस इज नोन एज अ कॉल ऑन कॉल. Means this final call of 1 year is depend on the call of the 6 month. So that is why it is known as a compounding option. Now generally in real world it is used in a currency market more, where it is traded like suppose right now current rate is 75 somewhere. $1 is equal to 75 rupees. So now it is assumed that after 1 year it can go to 80 or like this. So right now they enter into a contract of 75 and then 77. Then it is after 6 months it is above 75. So then they have right of 76 and the rate goes to 80. So the company will be in the profit. So and second advantage, suppose you buy a normal option in the real world from the real market, then you have to pay the higher the premium, because you are talking on a 1 year, so time value of money will be more. So compared to that, these are the cheaper contract. And like for example, suppose price is not above 800, you forget your premium, and that's all. So you are not required to enter for the next 6 months. So this is a call on call. Now come to the call on put. So here what you do is, like when S1 is greater than X1, now here, so suppose after 6 months अगर price 800 से ज़्यादा है, so then you will purchase at 800, and parallelly you enter into a contract to sell at 1200. So what you are doing is, in advance you are fixing your 400 profit. Now see here what you are doing is, 6 महीने के बाद अगर प्राइस 800 के ऊपर होगा, you will purchase at 800, you will be in a profit, and parallelly immediately you will be in a contract that you will sell this share at 1200 because you have a right to sell. So in advance you are fixing your 400 profit. So we call it as a call on put. Now put on call. Now what is this here? Here you have a right to sell the call. You have to be very careful over here. This is the most complex product. So which offer put on call offers the right but not the obligation to sell the call option on the first exercise price. Means यहाँ पे आप दोनों साइड मंदी कर रहे हो. Okay, look at here. So now जब अगर 800 प्राइस हो रहा है, your strike price is 800, and after 6 months suppose your price is S1 which is less than X1, means suppose 800 से प्राइस नीचे हो गया, then it is advantage to sell at 800. Yes, so you will be in a profit. Parallelly you also, and you will have also right to sell the call option at the 1200 strike price. So again you are doing a that is mandi at 1200. So in advance again you are having a 400 rupees possibility of the profit. We call it as a put on call. Come to the last part, that is a put on put. So what you are doing is, here once you, for example, after 6 months the price is less than your strike price. Suppose price comes to 700. So but obviously you have a right to sell at 800 and you will have a profit of 100, and you enter into contract for the next 6 months that you will be able to sell at 1200. So here again when after 6 months if S2 is less than X2, definitely you will sell at 1200 and you will be earn a profit. So these are the 4 types of a compound option where we are having call on call, call on put on call, and put on put. You can have a further information from these sources. So let us move ahead with the next type. Chooser option. Chooser option means it is a the best option, we can say. It is like as you like it option. Means here after some time you have to decide that it is a call or put. Okay, so this is the best option, we can say. For example, in the morning you buy this option, but it is not decided that it is a call option or put option. Suppose during the market hour price goes up, so now you can decide it is a call option, and suppose price goes down, you can select it as a put option. So that is known as a chooser option or as you like it option. Comes to the barrier option. Again, for barrier option I put the link. So for further discussion again you can visit this website. Now in barrier option it is a kind of like when people are dealing with the technical analysis and they are depend on the support and the resistance. So based on this there are 4 types again: up and in, up and out, down and in, down and out. Now this I explain in the form of call only. I am not covering the put part. So let us understand what is up and in. A call option that's activated if the price of the underlying rises above certain price level. Now see, in technical analysis we discussed that if the price break the resistance, then it becomes the support. So now the price is suppose traded nearly to the resistance, and if it breaks, then and then you will be consider it is a call, otherwise you will not. Okay, so if the price reach above that level, then it will be considered as a call, otherwise not. Same way up and out call. For example, you have some level of purchase and you assume that above that price it will be too costly. So suppose the price reach above that level, then definitely you will be out, means you will not enter into a buying a call option. Then down in call. So suppose this is about the support level. So you know that once it reach to support, again it start to rise. So just like if it reach to the down level, that is at the support, you enter into a call option. So from that, price will go up and you will earn a profit. Then down and out, we also know that if the price that is support level is break, then there will be a more down trade is expected. So as is break the down, that is support level, means it is a down, then you will not consider as a call, so you will be exit from the contract. So this is the 4 types: up and in and up and out. Same way, down and in and down and out. So up is related with the resistance and down is related with the support. Let us have a new one, that is a look back option. Now again, it is a similar to barrier option, but here you have to depend on the historical prices. So like the payoff from the look back option depend on maximum or minimum stock price reached during the life of the option. So like for example, suppose you buy a call, and from that during that holding period, suppose it is having some highest price, okay, and it is having some lowest price. So for call option, your lowest price will be considered, and for put option, your highest price will be considered. Okay, and generally this is the 1 day only. So this is the most beneficial for you. So suppose you buy a call and the but strike price is not decided. So on the whole day, suppose it makes a low of 20 rupees. So your minimum value or the lowest price will be considered as your strike price. Similar way, if you purchase a put, then the highest price will be considered to sell. So that is why it is known as a look back option. Shout option. So here it is like you have to shout, means you have to fix out the price at one level. So for example, a call holder of a strike price 1900 and the price increased to 1950. So investor shout at 1950. It means after that, if price goes to 1800, he will definitely get a 50 rupees because he shouted and book his price. So difference of 50 rupees, that is 1900 to 1950, he'll get the fix. But suppose price go above 1950 and suppose price close at a 2100, then he will get the overall profit, that is 2100 minus 1900, that is 200. So this is known as a shout option. Here you have to just shout, and at whatever may be the price you shout, so that payoff, the fixed payoff you will receive. And above that, if a price goes, then you will get the additional profit. Now same thing is applicable in a put also, but majority example I give in a form of call because it is very easy to understand. Now come to Asian option. So Asian option is a kind of a average price. Generally it is used in a currency. So here the Asian options where the payoff depends on the average price. We know that that currency rate fluctuate daily, and so here for example, it consider the rate of 1 month or 15 days, and that rate at that rate you have to buy or sell the currency. That we call it as a Asian options. Binary option. So here the option with discontinuous payoff is nothing of if the stock prices ends up below the strike price at a time, and if it ends up above the strike price, will pay the fixed amount. So now see that it is a kind of a betting you are doing. Okay, so there are 2 types of binary option, that is assets or nothing and cash or nothing. So assets or nothing means suppose your underlying assets, the price go above the strike price, okay, then you will get something, otherwise you will not. Okay, so an amount equal to asset price. So assets or nothing means suppose you have a call of Reliance of 1200 and the price go above 1200, then you will get the whole contract value amount in your account. Okay, equal to assets value. While in cash or nothing means suppose the whatever may be the option expires in the money. Suppose you purchase a strike price call of 1200 and the stock close at 1300, but you will not get a profit of 100. You will get only the profit which is decided. So in this case, suppose you be in a profit, then you will get the some fixed amount. If it is below the strike price, you will get the nothing. So this is known as a binary option. Means here either you will get fixed amount or you will not get anything. So that is why it is known as a binary option. And this is the second last, that is option to exchange one asset for another. So it is a kind of a barter system where you decide the rate. At that rate you exchange the foreign currency, one currency with the another currency. And option involving several assets. So this is a kind of a basket option. It is also known as a rainbow option. So base example is our index future. So suppose Nifty 50. So in Nifty 50 we know that it is a combination of 50 stocks. So that is why it is known as a basket or the rainbow options. So that's all for the exotic option. Wish you all the best. Thank you.